crafty friends, it's Crystal with Happy to Plan. I'm going to be doing some work in my December daily today, and this is my favorite thing number 2. So today is going to be a fun one. I definitely have a plan in place in my head. Let's see if I can execute. So the first things first, we're going to go ahead and add our little card to our favorites list here. So let's go ahead and do that, and then we will work on the page itself. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and use this one. I think I decided. I have a little, so this is gonna be, day 2 is gonna be all about my favorite ornaments. And I don't think I mentioned that in the intro, so sorry about that. So I have these little stickers. I used some of these already. So I'm going to be using this little ornament sticker, and I'm going to put it, and it is puffy, so in order for it to fit in the pocket, I kind of have to put it above the pocket. So I'm just going to do that. And then I think I'm going to take a little pin and just make a little line like it's connected to the top. Okay, and then I have this sticker that says Treasured Ornaments. There it is. So I'm going to use that. I think I'm going to have to cut it. So let's just cut. All right, so there is my little Treasured Ornaments one. I love that you could still see the words, that's why I used tracing paper. And then I've got my little number 2 here. So I think I'm planning on just putting the numbers right in the middle of all these. Even though you can't read you can't read the ornaments thing anymore, you can still pull it out and look at it. So I kind of feel like I like them all to be in the middle. Okay, so that is day 2 in my little favorites list. Let's go ahead and work on the page now. Okay, so the first thing that I'm going to do is, so this is kind of the layout, and then I'm going to have my pictures in a little pocket page here. It's got little things on the here. Make sure it goes the right way. Okay, so this is kind of the layout. Obviously, so these will be in pocket pages. What I'm going to do is I'm going to have these over here, and then I have these stickers that I bought from Pretty Little Studios, and I am going to be using the little favorites here for some things. So obviously it's not my favorite Christmas movie, and it's not my favorite holiday music, but I am going to just cut that off and just use the favorite part, because I am going to be doing both of these things as favorites, but I have a die cut that I will use for them. So I'm going to take advantage of the fact that I have a little sticker that says favorite. All right, I found these. I think this might be kind of cute. They're a little bit kind of all different sizes. One thing I don't like about it is the O is really small. I wish that was the O. I'm going to try to see if I can, let's see if I could cut off that little Q. Okay, so I kind of think I like these letters for this. Now they have, like, this is what the letters look like. They all kind of come in different sizes. But I feel like it's kind of just floating there, which isn't horrible because obviously it's an ornament and they kind of just float. But I still feel like I want to try to ground the letters just a little bit. So I have this green. Let's just try some washi options if I can get this off. So I have this green one. Oh, I kind of like that. Okay, tried kind of some options. I kind of like the black sparkle, but I don't really have, I would need to add it somewhere else, which I'm not totally opposed to. But let's just try the green. I'm kind of thinking I'm going to like this green. Just going to make it a little flag by folding the washi tape and then cutting to the corners. And hope that fold doesn't stay there when I press it down. So kind of put it okay. And then I thought maybe having like a little more monochromatic moment with this glittery washi tape right on top. I'm recording, right? Okay. Okay, I'm actually liking that. Okay, so I'm kind of liking that monochromatic moment, especially since that's kind of mimics what's going on in the card. So let's go ahead and kind of put these down. And I kind of want them, I do want a couple floating kind of in the air, but I want some of them to actually sit on that line. Okay, I'm happy with that. And then we will put these over here. I'm going to do a little bit more work on that, but I'm going to come back to that. So what I want to do is I want to have, what I'm thinking of doing for this one, let me pull the pocket page out. So if you're not familiar, this was what I did yesterday. Sorry about the glare. So I do have my, I did write my little journaling for my trees. And then this little guy I glued on with some Beacon 3-in-1 glue. Didn't work. So I actually used a piece of redline tape, and that seems to be working perfectly. So on the other side of this card, so this is going to sit here, right? And then I'm going to have this pocket page that has the one big one and then 6 little small little 2x2 ones. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this in here. This actually says fall favorite, which kind of, I could use that for a different purpose. I don't know. Maybe I will. Maybe I won't use this card. I don't know. Oh, maybe I won't use this card. I want to put this on the front of this pocket. And the reason that I want to put it on the front of this pocket is because I want to do embroidery knots on all of these little dots that are on the tree. So I'm going to do that with embroidery thread. I don't know if I want to do them all or if I just want to do like the red ones or just do the pink ones or do just the pink and red ones and then leave the yellow and the, I don't know. I'm still debating. I think I will do all the red ones first, make that decision, all the pink ones, make that decision. So that's so forth and so forth. So with this being said, so then I thought, so then this is going to go in here. And I think I'm going to use this too, which I could actually maybe possibly put somewhere else. I think it's going to have to be on that. It's going to have to be on that card. Okay, so then what I thought, I have this little favorite ornaments, right, that I pulled off of yesterday's card. Remember I perforated the little tag and then I took this off and I had a plan for it. So what I do is I have this card, it's got a little tab at the top. I'm going to cut a slit and put this behind it like it's like a little filing cabinet, right? And it has different files in it. And this one is just behind this one. At least that's my hope. That's what it's going to look like. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to cut the slit in here, and then this will be where my list is with my little number 2. And then I'm going to do embroidery knots for this. So let's work on this first, and then we will, I don't know, I'm anxious to see if that's going to work. So let's do that first. Let me get my little cutting board out. Put it over here. Okay. I need a new one of these. This thing is dirty. Okay, so I want this to be, I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut along here, which sounds good in theory. Let's see if I can actually execute. I'm not going to cut it all the way to the end. Okay, I think I cut it. Okay, and then this I want just to be in here, so I need to cut it a little bit more. I'm gonna have to cut it all the way to that edge. All right, and then this, in theory, will just fit right in here, right? Come on. I mean, it's not perfect, but maybe if I trim it just a little bit with scissors. I trimmed it up a little bit. Get that pencil mark off there. And I like that. I think that's cute. So now I think I'm gonna try to put like a little label there or something. I'll find something to put there. Still think I want my 2 on here. And I'll just kind of like write my list. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I won't use this bottom row. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so this I think I'm just going to staple. And I took some staples and marked them with red Sharpie so that they're red. So that's going to go there, and then this will go here. Let's glue this on. Perfect. And then I'll find a little sticker to put there as a little like label for the tab. And then I can write my journaling on here. Okay, I like that. That turned out exactly like I liked it. Okay, so now I'm going to do some of the embroidery knots here. So I don't really know how to do that. So I'm not the one that's going to be teaching you how to do that. I'm going to have to look myself to see how to do it. So I'm going to just do that off camera, and then we'll go from there. I went ahead and put the little knots on each of the different colors. You probably can't really see it in the camera. I don't know if it'll show through, but I love that the texture's there and it feels good. I decided to go ahead and cut the word favorite out of this card because I probably will want to use it in this book someplace. So I cut it out. I'm going to cover that up. So I don't really need it, and why waste it? So basically what I'm going to do, put some foam tape on the back of this, and all I'm going to do, I'm just going to tape it to the back of the sheet. Not sure why I decided that I'm going to be doing this. So I don't know. I just kind of feel like I want to be able to feel the texture. So I just want it on the outside of the pocket and not the inside. All right, and then I probably need to put some glue on this. Let me run a little bit of glue on that tape. Okay. So now what I want to do is I also put some foam tape on this one, and I want to glue these on. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some embroidery thread and put them so that they look like they are hanging off of the card. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some, I just double knotted some embroidery thread, and I'm just going to take it and poke a hole, maybe, possibly, poke a hole, and then I'm going to run it through the back. And I just want it to kind of dangle there. So all I'm going to do is just take it and run it through the hole in the thread. Just run it through the hole that made. And then I'm just going to take some washi tape. Gonna just take some washi tape. I do want it to be pretty tight on there. Okay, I like that. And then let's do another one. Okay, let me just get my little sponge here, and I'm just going to poke the hole through, and then come up the back side. And then again, just run the thread through the middles of the two things. Take a little piece of washi tape to get that so that it's tight on there. Fantastic. And then we'll just do the same thing to this one. So again, it's a really subtle little detail, but I think it adds something to the page. I really like it. Now, my question is, do I want to run a black string across the middle of that? Let's see. Do I think that will add something? I kind of like that. Let's do it. I'm just going to take the end of this and washi tape it to the end of that, and then just literally poke a hole in this from this end. Just weave my thread through. Okay, I mean, I don't know if it did anything, but it added a little something, something. And I'm just going to use the washi tape to hold it down. We'll see if that actually stays. I don't know if it'll stick. Yeah, it added something. I don't know. Maybe it was probably not worth it, but whatever. Okay. So now that I have those pieces together, now I need to number my pictures so that when I write my list, they'll correspond. I don't know if I want to do anything to the pictures. I think I don't. I think I just want to leave the pictures as is because they're kind of so I do have these little, this Agenda 52 from Paper Studios at Hobby Lobby that have these little flag stickers. So I think I'm going to use that. That's going to bring in some of that black and white from the top. And I did put these kind of in order of like how old they are. So this particular ornament is from 1978, I think. And it has my last name on it, engraved in it. This one was a little art project that my grandmother, this was one that my grandmother handmade. My grandfather was a postal worker, and so I just really love it. And it has a little, I'm sure you're not gonna be able to see it, but inside, probably when I was, I don't know, 10, I created a little letter that went in it, and I said, "To Santa," and I stuck it in there, and she kept it on her tree with that little thing in there for that long, and then I got it when she passed. So it's super, super special to me. This particular one is like a stained glass window thing. I don't know the story behind it. Can't remember where I got it. I know it was something that I grew up with as a kid. And I just absolutely love it. I always make sure that it is, oh, what am I doing? These aren't ready. I always make sure that it is up against a light when I put it on my tree so that the little light shows through. And so that's kind of the order that I got those. This is just a little dice that I have that I love. I got that probably 3 years ago, maybe 3 or 4 years ago now, because I'm really into board gaming. So that is why I got that one. This one is one that we made last year with my sister and my mom, and I really like it. It just gives me good memories of that day that we were crafting together. And then this one is one that I bought an after Christmas sale, and it's scissors. I'm obsessed with scissors. I love scissors. And I just had to have that in my life. And I actually bought it after Christmas last year. So I'm just going to take some little letter stickers, number stickers here, and I'm just going to number these. All right, so that's basically what my journaling is going to be about, just journaling about each one of those ornaments. I'm not going to do a whole lot of journaling. I know the story behind all of these, so I don't need to do the journaling for myself. But I will still write some journaling in there. I'll just use the same number stickers. All right, so I'm going to look in my stash. I'm going to find something to put here, and I'm going to also find something to put up there. Okay, so I found this little sticker here that says special memory. So I'm going to just put that here. That definitely goes with that page. And then I also found this that just says, let's be merry. And I think what I'm going to do, I'm just going to see how this potential, just to bring in the shiny washi, how this will look kind of layered. Just to kind of bring that in from the other side. I don't know if it really does much, but I think I'm going to do it. And then I think I'm just going to staple it on here. I'm going to trim it just a little tiny bit. that works. And then of course I'll write my journaling. So I'll put that in there, but I'll think about what I'm going to write and put that in there. Okay, so that is my page. I'm sorry for the glare. I know it's kind of even hard to see it with the glare, but I think you can get the gist, right? Maybe that's a little bit better. I don't know. Anyway, let's put it in the book. I like it. I like how it turned out. I love the texture here. I love that the two Christmas trees kind of line up. So this kind of matches with this. Yeah, I like this. I think it turned out great. I even love the little words. I feel like they kind of like just look like little baubles and stuff. I don't know. I like it. Okay, so I hope that you guys enjoyed. I will see you again soon. Bye for now.